call this meeting to order of the River Edge Municipal Land Use Board. Everybody stand. Ms. Boland, would you?
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay, for the record, adequate notice of this meeting has been provided by posting on the bulletin board of Borough Hall, by email to the Ridgewood News, the Record, and by submission to all persons entitled to same as provided by law of a schedule including the date and time of this meeting. I would like to remind all members of the public, that would be you two, that we have 3 fire exits, one on each side and one in the rear. In addition, we are being recorded by both audio and video for purposes of creating a record of this public portion of the meeting. If you or any member of the public wish to be recorded and heard, they need only identify themselves by stating their full name and address for the record, and they would be able to make any statement they wish. Roll call, please.
Councilman Aquafreda, absent. Mr. Arkelian?
Here.
Ms. Boland?
Here.
Dr. Gurwitz is absent. Mr. Merman?
Here.
Mr. Grasso?
Here.
Mr. Monroe is absent. Mr. Caslin?
Here.
Mayor Mignon?
Here.
And Michael Craig, who is absent.
For the record, we do have a quorum. I'm going to go to the June 8th, 2017 minutes for approval. Thank you for catching up and getting them so early to us. You should have all received an email. Is anybody not getting emails on this?
I have special delivery.
Yes. Mr. Merman does not do email. Just an FYI, Councilor.
Okay. All right, is there a motion on the minutes?
So moved.
I have a motion by Mayor Mignon. Is there a
Second.
Second by Mr. Merman. Let's see, who can vote? I'll do it in the order that it's on the minutes. Mayor Mignon.
Yes.
Chair Alakelian.
Yes.
Mr. Merman.
Yes.
Ms. Boland.
Yes.
Mr. Grasso.
Yes.
Gotta find your name now. Mr. Caslin.
The parts I was here for, yes.
Okay. And Mr. Cray was absent, so that's everybody that can vote on this.
Okay. Before we get to the memorialization of on the agenda, I just want to welcome our 2 participants this evening. We have a young man. What's his name again?
Albert.
Albert. And Albert is.
And Dr. Salter, father.
And they're here. Albert is here on a Boy Scout mission.
Oh, boy.
So we welcome you. Unfortunately, it's a very light meeting tonight, but you're welcome to come back to the next one, and we'll get you a little more involved.
Is this for citizenship in the community?
Yeah, for that.
Congratulations on that.
Yes.
Okay, so we have a resolution on application 2017-08, block 701, lot 8, of 541 Monroe Court, River Edge. This was heard at the last meeting and was approved. Our council has made up the resolution. Has anybody got a chance to look at it? I didn't think I got this in email.
I didn't get it.
Should have been emailed, I think, to Nicole.
Yeah, I don't know if I got it. Did anybody get it on the email?
I didn't get it. It doesn't mean anything.
Yeah, well, you wouldn't, would you?
I know. No, I'll check it for the email.
Attendance is right.
There were no conditions, so that's...
Yeah.
No, there were conditions.
There were?
Yes, he was
Well, he's
going to
gonna
revise,
yes,
he was going to revise
yes,
that.
submit a revised plan, correct?
All right, so you have the resolution here. You have the conditions, the non-standard ones. The applicant shall apply for and obtain the soil movement permit to the extent this may be required. And the applicant is required to provide a revised, signed and sealed drawing to the board depicting the proposed deck prior to the issuing of the permit.
I don't know if he had to submit to the board, he was sending it to the zoning officer for the file. That was what.
Wanted to say to the board and zoning
Yes,
officer, Mayor?
because it's.
Just to the zoning officer, not
Yeah,
back to us.
we're not, it's not coming back to us. There were, it was a potential errors And it turned out the original plan was correct, so he had to correct it, to go back to that.
It's gotta revise to both that.
Yeah.
Right. So I crossed out board, put in zoning officer and condition number 6. We will change that page and get it to Nicole for signature tomorrow.
Need a motion?
Sounds good.
All right.
I'll accept the motion, yes?
I'll make a motion that we accept the,
Mr. Merman?
Wait a minute,
as approved, as amended.
is there a second?
Second.
Okay, Mr.
Yes.
Elliott, Ms. Boland,
Yes.
Mr. Merman,
Yes,
Mr. Grasso,
Yes.
Mr. Caslin, abstain, and Mayor Mignon.
Yes.
Motion passed.
Motion passed.
Anybody else have anything they want to talk about tonight? You should have gotten a land use thing in your email for training. I don't know if you took that training, if you have to do it again, it's all the way down in Aberdeen. I believe there'll be one up here in the fall, like there usually is, so.
okay, so we can skip this one, basically?
I'm gonna say probably.
Mr. Merman, you're exempt, you know
I
that.
know I'm exempt, I know I'm exempt.
We're
but-
exempt.
But it's excellent review.
Yes.
Okay.
Then I'll entertain a motion to adjourn.
Now open to the public,
Oh, yes. Motion to open to the public.
so moved.
Let the record show that there is no public in attendance.
Except.
You do have to-
Oh, I'm
you
sorry.
still have to open to the public.
Well, why don't
And
we put this in the record?
we just
We
did.
did.
Oh, I didn't know.
And this is Mr. Knowlton's opportunity to ask the board anything he wants about how the board operates.
Yes, do you have any questions? Let me
Don't-
give you a
don't
brief
put that in the
overview.
video.
The makeup of the board is done by 5 members of the public, mayor, then we have a councilman who's not here tonight, he's away, and then we have 2 alternates that sit in, and those are at the table over there. We generally invite them up when we have an opening. Everybody on this board is appointed by the mayor in December, the end of December for the January meeting.
Is it on the old one?
No, they're 4-year terms, they're
Four-year.
staggered.
Mhm.
But the mayor's term runs with the term of the mayorship. Council appointment is annual. Alternates are 2 years and they're staggered.
We have Carol, who is our board secretary for the meetings. We have our board attorney here tonight. And typically, when it's a big application, we have both our planner and our zoning and our engineer, borough engineer. Neither are here tonight because it didn't require their attendance.
All of them do you meet monthly or?
We meet twice a month. We meet the 2nd and 4th Thursday of the month. And just recently, we absorbed the duties of the zoning office as well, the zoning board. Before that, we were just a planning board. We heard things that were generally consistent with what the town was doing versus what the zoning board does, which is hearing things that are not consistent with what the town wants. Now we've taken on both duties. The mayor and council merged the duties a little over a month ago. So now we get to hear everything in town. So it's a pretty exciting time to be a member up here. We would love to have you come up
Well,
again.
we have to, because we haven't heard any arguments, so.
Yeah, there's no, and you'll generally won't hear arguments at a planning board meeting because, as the chairman said, the planning board is known as the board of yes, generally, because it's permitted uses and consistent with the site plan ordinance and everything. You may hear some discussions about conditions of approving a certain application. You heard us mention about conditions, but these are more administrative kind of conditions. Sometimes we'll actually have technical conditions attached to a board approval, meaning that, they have to install certain equipment if it's a restaurant, or dealing with certain kinds of landscaping to buffer a neighbor or things like that. You want to come,
When do you expect to have one of those more exciting?
well, I don't think we're going to have that one in July.
The shops?
Yeah, I saw Colin on something out there, he seemed to be ready to.
Okay.
according,
So we do have a big application coming up, which is the Shops at River Edge, which is gonna be down by Bergen Batting. You know where that is.
Oh,
That's gonna be in the future, we're not sure when.
well, I guess, yeah, Mr. Murphy's pointing out that MCG is coming in July,
the schedule for July.
if they're bringing to complete.
Rob was gonna talk that.
Mhm. And the
Thank
next,
you for inviting us to the
My pleasure.
next mayor and council meeting, I believe, is on the 11th of July.
You can hear a little bit more arguing.
You may hear more. I'm trying to keep that at a minimum, but I could certainly provoke some arguing to help you out. I know how to do that. I'm good at that.
Well, it was a pleasure having you up
Yes.
here, and again, you're welcome anytime, we love to have company. Motion to close to the public.
So move.
Second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed, any abstain? Motion for adjourn.
So move.
All in favor? All opposed? Any
I know
abstain?
you want to go.
Have a great day. Thank you very much again, guys.